hot rods, pinstriping, and fire. What have you been up to? I know it's been a minute since we've hung out in the garage. I've been busy trying to get this cleaned up and organized so we can get back to work. Just really getting this area cleaned up here, and wasn't really anything interesting. So I haven't been filming. This area here is really coming together. Definitely digging that. So I got this here for a friend of mine. He just wanted me to do something cool with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. But first, there's a hot rod show way up north in Gleason, Wisconsin. I'm gonna go hang out there for the weekend. The show is called Northern Roundup. I'd call it more of a gathering than a car show, really. This will be the first event like this since I quit drinking beer. Wish me luck. Sometimes these events are just a lot of drinking beer and hanging out. Hot rods and music, vintage camping and drinking beer. Plus, I think the weather's gonna be crappy. This should be interesting. See you there. Man, I'll tell you what, I knew as soon as we got up there that it was going to be a heck of a weekend. Like a muddy weekend. A bit mucky. Feet are going to be wet this weekend. We are definitely not in Florida anymore. Socks are coming off before they get wet and miserable. What a show already. This is getting kind of like Woodstock vibes.
Yeah. You just committed to the fact that you're going to be wet all weekend, and it was what it was.
That's kind of where I'm at. Wet and cold. We have made it. I have got my wristband. We're good to do some hot rod stuff. We did end up getting all set up. I was in a tent for the first time in, I don't know, it seems like decades. Tent camping, not much my thing anymore. It was good fun though. We walked around a bit on Friday through all the mud and checking out what cars did show up for the day. So I had primed this Cadillac with self-etching primer a while ago. So I scuffed that up and I'm just gonna put some cheap white spray paint on it. There ain't much. Hopefully it's enough. Anyway, the weather cleared up on Saturday. But the ground really never dried up. It was a lake. It was a muddy lake. So attendance was down. But it was fun. We walked around some more, checked out what was there. Ran into my good buddy Wade. Like tend to do at every one of those shows.
Nothing ever shows up well on stainless steel. It's always a pain in the butt.
Yes, I've noticed.
Number one color I found works on stainless steel, lime green. Like the limeier the better.
Yeah, I got a bunch of small stainless flasks and I did like one and
yeah,
it doesn't work out.
So yeah, lime green is the answer for that.
And it actually does make the blue stand out too then.
So now you know.
Now I know.
You know you just have to battle.
No.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
now you the fight of it all.
I missed some events, like I always do, like the mini bike races. We'll talk about that later. Now the banger races, I enjoy them a lot, actually. For a lot of people, they might not be super exciting. I mean, they're going, what, like 30 miles an hour? But they're 100-year-old cars, hot rodded up the way they would have done it a long time ago, with the parts they would have used a long time ago. Even made the best of it in a muddy situation.
What you gotta do to get the job done.
Seems like you can never get a bunch of hot rodders together at night without playing with a little bit of fire. If you're wondering if I drank any beer, it was in the middle of nowhere, no cell phone reception, just with a bunch of friends and hot rods, and it was all just kind of around a bar in the middle. There really wasn't any reason not to drink beer, but I didn't. I did not. I didn't because I made the decision not to, and I feel pretty good about that. So I'm going to keep it going. That's good enough. Starting with this Cosmic Gold, a good couple coats on there. Then after that dries, we're gonna grab this 24 karat gold metal flake, also from Tropical Glitz. Followed by Interstellar Gold Pearl. And then just some cheap clear coat. That's how we're doing it. What do you think of this, guys? I think it turned out pretty cool. I also think it needs some simple pinstriping. Nothing too crazy, just something simple. And I'm thinking something simple and subtle How about a tan on that gold? Just kind of around the ends, up in there. You know what I mean? We'll use this Vondago Pro Series 000. Yes, sir, I think so. The House of Color has a distinctive smell. It's definitely different than the one shot that I'm used to. Alright, let's see what we got out in the sun. I said I was going to do something nice and simple. It's nice and simple. A little more than I thought I would do, and not real fond of some of it, but that's alright. That's how it goes. Well, dang. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I know it was a little different, but hey, we had fun anyway. GarageTime.store for pinstripe art, t-shirts and stuff. And I'll see you next one.